What? The sun right there? Everything is just gorgeous. Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Cody, and welcome to Black Ops 3. Today we're playing Black Ops 3 because it's the best Call of Duty of all time. And if you disagree, you're just wrong. Now, today we're playing with the Boy client. The Boy client is a client for Black Ops 3, made by a guy who goes by the name of Momo on Twitter. And he made this project, this client, to play Black Ops 3 safely. Because it is highly known nowadays, if you try to play Black Ops 3 on PC, you'll get hacked. And not just hacked, but you'll have your computer completely taken over and have malware installed on it. And so you have a client like this, and clients like Plutonium and IX4 or Axe Labs, who allow you to play these older Call of Duty games safely. Now, one cool thing about these clients is that it allows you to basically unlock everything in the game. DLC weapons, DLC maps, camos, levels, whatever. Everything in the game is completely unlocked. Meaning that any weapon that I've never gotten to use in this game, melee, primary, guns, perks, I can use all of them. So this client allows you to play custom servers with people and just play whatever map whenever you want. Enough said, let's get right into it. In other news, it was said that the Microsoft acquisition went through, so they weren't able to pass it through the UK since the UK blocked it, but they didn't need the UK to pass it in order for it to go through. Meaning that previously, when Microsoft had given Sony a deal to have it for 10 years, Sony declined because they were fighting against Microsoft acquiring Activision. But now, since they are able to acquire Activision, Sony has now agreed to have Call of Duty for the next 10 years. See, the last time Microsoft had a deal with Activision was back in 2014, which was Advanced Warfare, and that was the last Call of Duty that they had a deal with. And then, of course, starting with Black Ops 3, Sony/PlayStation got the deal with Activision. And so since then, Sony has been partnered with Activision until now. And I just remember back in the good old days when, you know, the 360 with MW2, Black Ops 2, those type of games, DLCs would come out a month prior on the 360 than the other platforms, and you would just have so much content. I'm just hoping with this deal that went through that hopefully Microsoft can fund, because the whole thing with this deal is that Microsoft is going to help Activision, and that's going to help them make better games. But let's not forget that Activision is a multi-billion-dollar company. Microsoft is buying them for $69 billion. That's not cheap. That's not, you know, like here's a little paycheck. Nah, man, you're buying a whole goddamn country with that. Woo! You know, I never did get to play all the DLC maps in this game. I mostly just played zombies. Let me tell you, when Zombie Chronicles launched back in 2017, that was like the highlight of Call of Duty. That whole summer was just Zombie Chronicles for me. Which, funny enough, when Black Ops 3 first launched, I actually hated Shadows of Evil. I played the Giant way more, like everyone else for the most part. And the reason being was because Shadows of Evil was just complicated at the time. And it still is. But, you know, if you play a decent amount of zombies, you can pretty much play Shadows of Evil. Yeah, eventually over time, as I started playing Black Ops 3 Zombies, I started to play Shadows of Evil a bit more. And then I realized how much of a masterpiece it actually is, and how much of a disservice I did to it at the launch of Black Ops 3. Bro, really? Ooh. Dropped. I also always just really loved the setting of Black Ops 3, how it's, you know, in the future. You know, because Black Ops 2 was a little bit in the future, but it was still modern. Like, it was still pretty realistic. But yeah, no, Black Ops 3 completely takes it into the future. And honestly, I enjoyed that. See, with the Jetpack era, when Advanced Warfare came out, I hated Advanced Warfare. One of the worst Call of Duties of all time. That movement is so clunky and just not smooth at all. I mean, hell, that game didn't even launch with the Zombies map. The first map was DLC, and that was the first game to introduce supply drops, which were just horrible in general. Yeah, no, Advanced Warfare was just a mess. Then Black Ops 3, 1 year later, came to save the day, and to this day, it's still regarded as one of the best Call of Duties. But let's be honest, it is. And then you had Infinite Warfare, which was okay. It wasn't better than Black Ops 3 by any means. But I heard that game had a really good campaign, so you can give it that. Oh, well, isn't that ironic? Final kills by Momo himself.
That's right. I'm your worst nightmare in the TOO.
Oh, yeah. We boogie down on these dudes. Oh, yeah. Backflip. Yeah. We're so good. All right. I think we're going to use the sword this game. God, look how good that looks. Like, genuinely, that looks so good. Honestly, I think that looks better than Dark Matter. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna say it. This looks better than this. And Dark Matter already looks phenomenal. Cherry Fizz is just exquisite. Yeah, baby, let's slice some people up.
Sing! 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 Sing!
God, the sound of it is so clean. In all honesty, I don't really believe that this acquisition or deal is gonna help Activision make better Call of Duty games. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the funding. They have the money, and they have the people to work on the games. It's just that the higher-ups don't really care. And I don't even know if the developers care. I'm sure they do, but I don't know at this point. And they're charging more and more every single year, yet we're getting less and less content and less quality. Which I don't understand, but as long as the consumers purchase, they will keep delivering. You know, when they first introduced specialists into this game, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But now it's kind of like a gimmick that is being used in every single game for the last, like, decade. Woo! Damn. The guy with the sword just lost to a fist fight. That's ironic. I was in the building! Oh my god. Oh baby. Oh baby. Aw. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like Black Ops 3 was one of the Call of Duties that like was always popular. Like when it came out, and then it just had a long, you know, lifespan of both content with, you know, content still coming out for 2 years after release, and also people just playing it. I mean, Black Ops 3 is still one of the most played Call of Duties on Steam to this day, with thousands of people playing it at any given time. But let's be fair, most of that is due to the custom zombies in this game, which is phenomenal. And Black Ops 3 Zombies is still the best zombies that we've gotten to this date, 8 years later. That just, wow. That just makes you realize how poor quality we've gotten over the years. I just want to quickly go over how beautiful this game looks for when it came out back in 2015. I mean, look at this. Like, the saturation, the colors, the sun right there, dude, like, everything is just gorgeous. Like, honestly, we don't get anything like this nowadays. You know, it's actually sad how far our standards have gone down. And, you know, nowadays, you know, they're pushing the whole realistic look to it with the MW series coming out. But this is cartoonish, yet it looks so much better than what we have today. This just proves that not everything has to be realistic to look good. It can be a cartoonish game engine and still look absolutely beautiful. I mean, yeah, even small things like this, a little disco room to a little party around with, and you have the Easter eggs around the map and stuff. We just don't get those kind of things anymore nowadays. But yeah, overall, Black Ops 3 is still an absolute gorgeous, beautiful game that is fun as hell and much better than any of the CODs that we've gotten in the past couple of years. So do yourself a favor and go play some Black Ops 3.